Good evening and welcome. My name is Nikki Kirkshank and I'm the Executive Director at the Midlands Humane Society. While I would normally be coming to you live from the event, I'm due to have a baby any day, so out of precaution, we decided to pre-record this. 2020 has been a year of unexpected challenges, flexibility, teamwork, and change. While MHS had to make some adjustments to their operations, one thing didn't change. The animals still needed us. Our mission to protect and nurture companion animals and enrich the lives of people who love them is stronger than ever. Through our amazing team of staff, volunteers, donors, and community, MHS is able to provide shelter, food, treats, toys, love, and hope to the animals that need us. While I wish we could be together in person tonight, the current times call for something different. While your support over the years has allowed us to provide a safe shelter for the animals, this year we wanted to keep you safe as well. So we decided to bring the event to you virtually in the comfort of your own home. We hope you enjoyed the stories we share, the animals we love, and the people just like you that make it possible for MHS to fulfill our mission. I appreciate your support and dedication. We hope to see you soon, and in the meantime, stay safe.
Greetings and welcome to the first ever virtual Midlands Humane Society Gala. I'm one of your co-hosts this evening, Donna Dostal.
And I am Mandy Hoig. We are thrilled to have you here with us tonight, raising money for the Midlands Humane Society and helping homeless animals. Thanks for being here.
We are so thrilled, yes. And so even though the pandemic has changed a lot of things, one thing it has not changed is the need for our animals to have a safe place to go when they are in need. And so Midlands Humane Society is there to help animals, and we're so glad that they are.
And you know, while other businesses have been closed, MHS has been open. They have been open to help adoptive animals, to help owners find lost pets, to help with veterinary care, to help with the crucial care that animals are in need of every single day.
Yes, yes, they are. And since MHS is an open admission shelter, it doesn't matter what the condition or temperament of the animal is, regardless of age, health, like whether or not they get along with other animals. It really doesn't matter because the shelter is there for them and hopefully giving them a chance at a second chance at a forever home. And that's what we're here to do tonight. Make sure that those animals have the chance for a new beginning.
So we have a fun-filled evening for you, yes, don't we, Donna?
We do. That is absolutely right.
And let's get started.
Yes. So now, for your best viewing experience, and we know this from experience, what you want to do is you want to have two ways to view tonight's activities. Have one device so that you can bid and make sure that you're not missing out on anything, whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, Samsung, your home computer, and then also have another device so that you can watch us and all the fun, the videos, the animals. You do not want to miss a thing tonight because we are here to have some fun.
Yes, and our silent auction is already underway. Bidding closes at 7:30, so make a note of that. Be sure to look and get your bids in. So thanks to our generous supporters, we have a huge variety of items to bid on, and any winnings that you have at the end of tonight can be picked up starting tomorrow through Tuesday at MHS. So you're gonna get an emailed receipt. Just make note of this with all the detailed instructions.
That's right. Now our live auction is a little bit different this year. It's a little bit different than if you were in person and you'd be able to raise your paddle. Now we have fun paddles. I'm sorry that you guys don't. You know you wish you had one. But tonight, the live auction, you'll still have the opportunity to bid. So it's a little bit different. Normally you'd have the auctioneer call on you and you'd be able to raise your paddle and be super excited, and other people will be jealous of you. But that doesn't mean that you can't do that tonight. As a matter of fact, every bid that you make, it's going to register, and we're going to also be able to see the dollar items go up. And so rest assured, when you bid on something, you're going to be able to take that home. You're going to be able to post it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, say that you got it at the MHS. You're going to take your friends on those fun trips. You just have to remember not to bid against me.
Well, let's look at the auction items.
Let's take a look at those auction items.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first item, number 300, is a 7-night stay at the Streamside at Vail in scenic Colorado. From June 5th to June 12th, you can take in all that beautiful area has to offer. Fishing, whitewater rafting, hiking, you name it. Each one-bedroom condominium style is generously sized with multiple bathrooms and sleeps up to 6 guests. They include fully equipped kitchens, gas-burning fireplaces, free Wi-Fi, cable TV, and DVD players. What a great way to get away from it all while still socially distancing. Next up is item number 301, an incredible learning experience for all ages. Take a private behind-the-scenes tour of the Conservation Research Center at the Henry Dorley Zoo. During this 3 to 4 hour tour, you and 9 of your guests will interact with the scientists and veterinarians in the hospital and research labs, including reproductive physiology, nutrition, and genetics. Topping it off will be a special encounter with the zoo's rhinos. This one-of-a-kind experience can be tailored towards children and or adults. Item number 302, you can take on the world in this 28-foot or 33-foot Class C motorhome. Campers are great memory makers, and with this one you can enjoy fishing, hiking, reading, or just relaxing around the campfire. It's all up to you. Package includes 4 days, 500 miles. Additional days and miles can be added at extra cost. You won't want to miss out on this one. Item number 303 features a virtual trip to New York City while enjoying a famous Fenner dinner. Join Bob and Elaine Fenner at their home as they whisk you away to 6 different New York City restaurants. You and 7 of your closest friends will enjoy the famed course from 6 New York City staples. Dinner to be held on a mutually agreed upon date in 2021. You may never look at dining the same way again. Get carried away to camp with item number 304. Enjoy a 2-night stay at Arrowhead Park in Neola, Iowa on October 23rd and 24th in one of their well-equipped cabins, sleeping up to 6 people. Also includes amazing camping gear, cornhole game, cozy pet bed, an igloo cooler, thermochill tumblers, flamingos, and more. Did he say flamingos? Yes, he said flamingos. Topping it off is a $100 gift card to Camping World and a $100 gift card to Casey's. Can you taste the s'mores already? With item number 305, you will need to gather up your courage to take on the spirits after drinking some spirits. On October 17th, you and 8 of your friends will enjoy $200 worth of food and drink at Caddy's and Barley's on the historic 100 block in Council Bluffs before meeting up with the paranormal investigator Sarah Stream of Paranormania. From there, your group will embark on a private 4-hour ghost hunt at Squirrel Cage Jail from 8 to midnight. Are you ready to get your spook on? Calling all Beatles fans, our last item, number 306, is Sgt. Pepper's autographed exclusive limited edition album display. Enclosed in a 34x42 frame, this collector's item includes the album, 10 vintage unused full Beatle concert tickets, and is autographed by Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. Forensically authenticated by Forensic Document Analysis and Examination Services, this individually numbered item is number 22 out of only 50 in the world. Don't let this one get away.
Oh my gosh. Those are such amazing items for crying out loud.
There are some great and unique items here. I'm checking them out on my phone. Bidding is underway, and as you can see, we've got some competition for these items. What are you bidding on?
So I really want to go to Vail. I think Big Larry is voting from home right now, so please stop bidding against me.
Okay, and I honestly have my eye on Hit the Highway or the Scenic Byway. I think it's 500 miles.
Can we go with you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
In an RV.
I'm in. That sounds like fun.
Do that.
We're going to hit the road.
And here's the great thing. You can actually set a maximum bid on any of the auction items so that our software automatically raises you if you get outbid. So
That's
why
amazing.
not?
That's
Yeah.
so great. And
Yeah.
so don't forget, though, that the silent auction and the live auction, they both end at the same time. So if you want to get your bids in, you better do it now because we're running out of time for those. And once again, the Vail trip looks amazing.
You know what? Tonight we're going to be learning a lot about MHS and their animals, including meeting some of their adoptable pets, and the people that are here working at MHS. So,
Yep.
these pets will be available for adoption at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
How fun would that be? Tomorrow you come down, you adopt a pet, and then you take it on one of your live auction things that you get, take it with you in the camper.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun. So right now, though, we are gonna actually meet Rachel Wilson. She's MHS Director of Behavior and Training. So Rachel, are you here? Hi.
Oh my gosh, look who
my
you have.
goodness.
Hi, guy.
Look at this
Hi.
guy. Hello, what do you got?
What a sweetie
Oh,
pie.
I have, for crying out loud. Hello, here, look what I have. nom, nom. You don't even care. You love me so much. You didn't even care for a treat? What?
So this is Archie. He's a 5-year-old golden doodle who arrived as a stray.
Look at you.
Super happy, loving, goofy. He loves to play in the yard, play with toys. Obviously, his manners are lacking just a little bit. So we're looking for a home with maybe older kids, close to their teens. But he does love other dogs.
You're such a good boy.
So he would love a
Hello,
playmate.
you're such a good boy.
He's so pretty. Oh, so now you are, there's a new program, right? The enrichment program?
Yes.
Is he enriched? No. Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about the enrichment program?
Yes. So thanks to our amazing enrichment team volunteers, the dogs and cats at MHS receive daily mental stimulation. So that just helps make sure that their stay at MHS is as comfortable and enjoyable as possible.
Hello.
He's breathing in my mic. You're good, you're good.
Boy.
Ruby's gonna be jealous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And Rachel, other than ensuring, I mean, that they're happy here, you have other programs that helps them when they get adopted and find their forever homes.
Yes,
Can you tell us
so-
more about that?
Yep, so I do think that the public can really tell that our animals are emotionally content. And I think that not only helps them get adopted a little bit quicker, but also helps them adapt better to their forever homes.
Absolutely.
He's so handsome, and
He is.
truly, he's very well behaved. I think he's just a little excited
Yes.
today. He's
on TV.
He's
Why
on
wouldn't
TV.
he be?
We're all excited, but I think we do have a video about the enrichment
Yeah.
program. So let's take a quick look at the enrichment program here at MHS.
Archie. Dogs Playing for Life is a national program created by Amy Sadler, an animal trainer who realized shelters throughout the country were struggling with both efficiency and quality of life for the dogs in their care. I traveled to Colorado to do a mentorship at the Longmont Humane Society, one of the first shelters to roll out the Dogs Playing for Life program. With the help of the amazing playgroup volunteers, we run playgroups every day, sometimes with close to 20 dogs. Playgroups allow dogs to expend pent-up energy and feel mentally and physically fulfilled and content, but they also help in ways beyond exercise. We are able to evaluate the dogs on a different level to get an idea of how they will do around different types of dogs and in different environments. Playgroups have played a huge role in our training programs as well, since dogs are honestly the best teachers for other dogs. With our playgroups, we see more progress with unsocialized, fearful, or reactive dogs than we ever did in just one-on-one training sessions. For example, Luna, a 1-year-old Pyrenees, arrived at MHS extremely unsocialized and shut down. She was terrified of everything and didn't even know how to walk on a leash. The first few days she spent hiding behind the play yard trash can, but soon, with the assistance from some of our helper dogs, she slowly came out of her shell and felt more confident. Thanks to playgroups, we could see that having a canine companion in her adoptive family would be of great help to continue building Luna's trust and confidence in her forever home, as well as fulfilling her love of playing with other dogs. She was adopted to a great family with another dog to show her the ropes. Zeus, a 1-year-old German Shepherd, was surrendered to MHS for being overly protective and reactive to strangers. By taking cues from other dogs in group, Zeus learned to trust humans and gain confidence, which lessened his reactivity. Zeus has since been adopted, and we've gotten great updates from his new home, who says that he's thriving in his forever family. While our dogs enjoy going to daily playgroups, our cats also have the benefit of socializing with one another in our 4 cat colonies throughout the building. Cats of all ages, sizes, and personalities are able to play and explore our rooms, which is full of toys, cat trees, and shelves for them to scale while cohabitating with each other. Implementing playgroups has really improved the way we do evaluations and enrichment at MHS. They've contributed greatly to the animals' emotional well-being, as well as our ability to learn more about their personalities and match them with the best home. Sometimes we even joke that while we're so happy when dogs get adopted, we almost feel bad that they won't get to come to playgroup every day. That, I think, says so much about the program we have here at MHS.
Well, those are some happy fellas,
They
aren't they?
sure are.
Yes, they look very enriched.
Yes.
So now it's time to talk a little bit about Raise the Paddle. So if you would be at the live event, or if you've ever been at the live event in the past, now would be the time that the auctioneer would call out and you would have the opportunity to make a gift to MHS with the auctioneer, and you'd raise your paddle and you'd be able to give a particular item. Now, generally speaking, the auctioneer would start at kind of a high number and hope that someone would set the pace for the evening, start out high, and then we'd go down from there, and you kind of would raise your paddle whenever you felt it was appropriate for you to give, right?
Absolutely, but this year it's going to be a little bit different. So we're going to still ask you, our audience, to make cash donations, but we're not going to ask you to do it a specific number at a specific time. So that's what makes this so unique. You can donate any amount at any time, and we just encourage you to do it often.
That's right. So throughout the evening, you're going to be able to hear exactly what your donation, your Raise the Paddle, will be able to help MHS actually do in our community. And kind of keeping in the tradition, though, we are going to start high because there is a tremendous need. So Andy, why don't you tell us what that $10,000 level will get MHS?
Absolutely. So $10,000 would cover the complete cost of shelter care, routine medical, and adoption preparation for 44 animals. And then $1,000 provides non-emergency medical care for 2 sick or injured animals in need of outside veterinary care. And then $100, only $100, buys supplies for 2 foster homes caring for litters and kittens, for litters of kittens or puppies in their homes.
So as you can see, there's lots of opportunities, but there's tremendous need. So at home, raise your paws and get online and do that virtual raise your paddle.
And then, as I mentioned, donate any amount at any time, because every dollar matters for these animals.
So now you might have noticed at the bottom of the screen, there's a box that's keeping track of the dollar amount so far. So that includes, in that dollar amount, it includes the live auction items, the silent auction items, and our Raise the Paddle items. Now, your live auction ends at 7:30, so you don't have much time. Let's see that ticker go up, and I know that y'all are bidding against me, so I'm not gonna tell you what I'm bidding on right now, so you just have to assume that you're bidding against me, and you know you wanna do that, right?
And you want to go higher, you want to go higher. So you notice there were medical expenses included in our paddle examples, and medical expenses are a large part of the MHS budget, and they really rely on donations. They rely on donations from you. And our next adoptable pet, and I have to tell you, I have fallen in love with this little girl.
It's in a big way.
But this next adoptable pet, is one that's benefited from that non-emergency medical donation. But Corey Nelson, who is bringing out this beautiful little kid.
Corey, what is your role here?
I know. So I am the Director of Development and Marketing at Midlands Humane Society.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's jealous of me right now, right?
I know. You can run over and get her.
Do you want the baby?
I would love to hold the baby. Can I hold the baby? Thank you. You can talk about the baby.
All right,
Tell us
I will
about the
talk
baby.
about the baby. She is an adorable baby. So, yeah, Andy is holding Sisota, and if you can probably see right on the screen there, Sisota has a very unique look. Sisota does not have any eyes. Her eyes have been sutured shut. She came to MHS in early August from Pottawatomie County, rural Pot County, and we noticed right away that she was in need of some medical care. She just had kind of empty voids where her eyes should have been. We did have her taken to one of our local veterinarian partners, and they determined that she did indeed have eyes, but they were quite underdeveloped. So in her best interest, so that she would live a pain-free life, would not have reoccurring infections, they removed the eyes that were there and sutured them shut. So that was just recently done. So those will continue to heal and her fur will grow in and she'll be even more beautiful. But we think she's pretty unique now. She is a spitfire, let me tell you. Nothing stops this little girl. I think her heightened sense of smell and of hearing has taken over anything that her seeing would have done. So she is playful, she knows where her toys are. She's really just an adorable kid.
And she absolutely loves Andy's earrings.
I think
right now.
She's loving my earrings.
She loves the earrings. So it was really something that for you to remove her eyes, it was really for her best interest.
Absolutely. And really, between our veterinary tech staff here, our executive director, and all of our veterinary partners, we have the animal's best interest in mind. And so when we can do those things, we are 100% in to do those things. And our generous supporters really allow us to do that. It's because of them that we can do this kind of animal care.
And like I asked you before, this is a non-emergency medical procedure like we described for $1,000. That money goes towards helping this beautiful little kitten.
Exactly. This is a perfect example. We do lots of amputations, which would be considered more emergency care in many cases. But ACL surgeries, you name it, we've done about everything that the animals need to be able to live a happy, healthy life and go on and make a family really happy.
So it's really good to know that MHS is really, it's the most efficient and the most effective use of those dollars. And it's absolutely to make sure that the animal's best interest is kept at heart. And of course, Sasota, she matches Andy well. She's very much a neutral.
I know.
think she's becoming a neutral. So, so what's her name mean?
So Sasota, her foster mom right now found that, and it means one who cannot see. So we call her Sis, I call her Soda, kind of fun little names for her. But as far as those, we do stretch that dollar as far as we can. So we have a lot of pro bono veterinarian care. We have a lot of discounted veterinarian care of partners, local partners that we work with. And our volunteers. Our volunteers help us stretch that money even further. They do animal enrichment. You heard Dogs Playing for Life. Cleaning the building, maintenance, the list goes on and on. So it's a one-stop shop. We're able to do a lot of things here with a very small budget, actually.
Such a tremendous need every day, but, right?
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about COVID-19 real quick, because that has impacted so many nonprofits, and MHS is absolutely no exception. So talk, how have you handled that? I mean, what's different and what are you doing?
Okay, so when the pandemic started, we were figuring our way like everyone else was. We did go to an appointment-only basis, but we did not shut down, not even for a single day. So we were still here for the public, for the families, for the animals that needed us to be here. As far as a few staff changed hours, but we were consistently here. As far as animals, I know the big fear for a lot of animal shelters was droves of animals coming in and being surrendered for the fear of the unknown, whether it was human safety or animal safety or maybe a combination of the two. And we found quite the opposite. So we didn't have large numbers of animals surrendered, no different than any other year. But the plus side was that we saw adoptions increase through the roof. So while people were home, quarantining and working from home, they thought, let's just bring another pet in. So we had lots of adoptions of cats, kittens, dogs, you name it, and we were thrilled to see that.
Well, this next video is a very heartwarming story about another animal that has been here and that needs medical care, or needed medical care, but is now adopted out. So
perfect.
Let's take a look. All right, everyone, I see our donation tally is growing. Keep those bids, keep those donations coming in.
As a matter of fact, both our live and silent auctions end at 7:30, and we don't have a lot more time. So now's the time to log on, get your bids in, get your live auction item going, get your silent auction items going. It's okay if you bid against me. You don't even know. I'm gonna be sad if you do, but that's okay because the animals here need it, and we're very excited for everybody to have that opportunity to bid.
Absolutely. Keep on bidding, folks. Our next adoptable pet will be introduced by Destiny Salvatore, and she's a member of the MHS customer care team. Look at this little guy.
Hello,
Oh my
sweetie
goodness.
pie. Okay, so this little guy is gonna he's gonna get adopted out super quick.
Yes, this is Wade. He is a 1-year-old Chihuahua Terrier mix.
Hello, baby.
He came into us as a stray September 3rd. He's a happy-go-lucky guy. He loves to go on walks and play.
You match my
He would
outfit. Come on.
actually do good with another dog his size. Definitely a lap dog.
Oh, let's come
How
see.
sweet.
Hello, darling. Hello.
So I think you're up, Donna.
So I bet he's gonna get adopted out pretty quickly. Are there time limits for the amount of time that a pet can be or an animal can be at the shelter? Do you set a time limit on adoptability?
No, we do not have time limits here. That is because we want them to find the best home, and typically sometimes that's not the first home that they meet with. So.
Yeah. So tell me, like, what is the average time for an animal that's here kind of in that adoption process looking for their forever home?
Well, it does depend on the animal itself. So I do know our kitten and puppies go by pretty quick. Like,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's looking for a cute little puppy and kitten. Our senior pets and medical and behavior animals do typically take a bit longer, but that doesn't give them, you know, the time. We want them to give them the time for the perfect home. We
Because
wanna
everybody
give them
gets
that
adopted,
chance.
right?
Yes.
Everybody gets adopted out here
Yes,
when they come
yes.
into the,
We want to give them
Yeah.
the perfect chance for that perfect fit home.
I
for
think
them.
that's the beauty of
Yes.
MHS is that, you know, there is no time limit. If a pet, you know, we want to make sure that they have that chance for that second home or that second chance, just like this little guy. I know, Figler, let me take you home. I totally. So now our next video is actually a demonstration, or it kind of talks about another animal that had that opportunity for that second chance. So let's take a look.
I feel like we've changed his life for the better. I mean, I hope so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he seems happy.
very happy.
Yeah, he seems very happy and like a part of the family. And
Gives lots of loves and snuggles. That's all he wants to do is be around people, be
Yeah.
around us. And,
I feel like he found his place in the pack.
yeah. We're just so thankful for Midlands taking care of Rocky for the 309 days
That he was there, yeah. And luckily, he came into our lives.
So we can probably say that. So right now the auction has just closed, isn't that right?
you know what? The auction is closed, but as we mentioned earlier, that Raise the Paddle, that is actually going on through the 30th of I was going to say June, of September, my
yeah.
goodness. Though you can donate at any time on the website. But again, we're not asking people to make a certain amount at a certain time. You can donate any amount that feels right to you at any time. So we just encourage you to keep on doing that. Again, any amount, anytime.
That's right.
Raise the Paddle.
But we are giving examples through the rest of our time with you tonight as to what your Raise the Paddle gift can do here at MHS.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, $5,000 provides emergency veterinary care to 5 severely injured or acutely ill animals. $500, it will cover the cost of spay or neutering for 7 dogs or 17 cats, and $50 buys training treats for dogs learning new skills, particularly like through that enrichment program.
Yeah.
We have a whole bowl of them right here.
Bowl of treats. And MHS, I mean, we just have to emphasize again and again that they rely so much on donations and grants for over half of their annual budget. So please consider a cash donation.
So Jenny Jarrell, she's the MHS shelter manager. She's coming out right now to introduce us to our next adoptable pet. I get to hold this one because once again, she matches my outfit.
So this
Hello,
is
girl.
Freya.
Oh my goodness.
She is a 1-year-old super sweet girl. I actually fostered her and her babies.
She's like, I want to go. Oh my goodness. Hello.
So she has been around kids, she's been around kind of through the gauntlet at my house, and she would fit in really well at any home, I think.
Yeah. Well, tell us more about your foster program because that is so important.
Yes, sometimes we have animals that come in that just need an extra place to go because they're too young for adoption. We get a lot of moms with babies like Freya was. We do get dogs with litters of puppies sometimes. We have medical cases like Logan, one of the kittens that you saw.
Hi, sweetie.
She's going to go walk about right now.
One of the kittens you saw in the video that just need a place to go while they're recuperating. We do have, sometimes they need some behavioral stuff.
Off she goes.
Or sometimes they just aren't doing well in the shelter environment and they need a nice calm place to go until they're ready for adoption.
So who pays for the cost of care then?
MHS covers everything.
Wow.
Medical, supplies. We do have some of our volunteers and fosters that'll cover their supplies, but we would never want that to stop anybody from opening up their house for
Yeah, it's
fostering.
very encouraging. It really does
Yeah.
give the opportunity.
Yeah, and foster care is just one of the many things MHS does to ensure animals find a forever home. But let's learn about more with this video.
Welcome, and thank you very much for joining our MHS virtual gala tonight.
Ann and I are longtime pet lovers. We both grew up in homes with dogs and have had a dog as part of our household ever since. So we were early supporters of the Midlands Humane Society because of their devotion to finding the proper home for each animal.
What we particularly value about MHS is its commitment to ensuring that pets are well matched with their potential owners and new families.
So now if you'll watch the upcoming video, you'll learn more about how the Society is able to accomplish this.
With heartfelt appreciation to our generous donors and our tireless volunteers, MHS has the good fortune of time and resources to provide animals with a family that has been carefully matched with their unique needs. We are not only their caregivers while they are at MHS, we are their family and their voice at this crucial point in their lives. By providing homeless pets with a high quality of life while at the shelter, through medical treatment, behavioral rehabilitation and socialization with people and animals, MHS prepares them with all of the skills they need to become not just a pet, but a cherished member of their new family. Our treasured foster care volunteers open their homes as well as their hearts to animals that may be too young to adopt, are in need of long-term physical or behavioral assistance, or are struggling emotionally to adjust to shelter life. Our foster parents provide a loving and nurturing home life until recovering animals are ready to be adopted. At MHS, there are no time limits and the animals are matched to their right home as opposed to the first home. Our comprehensive adoption process is done only by staff or well-trained volunteers who know and understand the needs and personality of the animals who are known by name rather than number. Through this process, our counselors and staff can assess the compatibility of a prospective adoption family as well as their pets, have a meet and greet with the family's existing pets, and ultimately can make the best match for a forever home. Through social media, newspaper, and off-site events, MHS is able to reach adopters not only in this wonderful community, but from around the country, One family in Florida has even published a children's book about the 2 kittens they met at MHS and adopted. With your partnership, this community has made it possible for MHS to be a fork in the road to thousands of surrendered and homeless pets. Not a place of sadness, but of healing and learning. A place to make friends, to play and gain confidence, to be comforted and understood, and then, when the time is right, to go home to their forever home and live their best lives. Thank you to our supporters and our sponsors. You are our teammates, and together we have accomplished so much already. As our community grows, so too will the needs of homeless and surrendered pets. Through new and innovative programs like Dogs Playing for Life, Midlands Humane Society strives to be a leader in the progressing world of animal welfare. We thank you for standing with MHS, for believing in our mission, and for continuing to make all of this possible year after year.
So our live and silent auctions, now are closed. So we would just want to take this opportunity to thank you so much for supporting the animals here at MHS with your purchases. And we certainly hope that you scored some great items.
And our Raise the Paddle is still open, though, and we're going to give one last set of examples for what your donations can do. $2,500 allows 10 senior pets to receive much-needed dental exams, cleaning, and follow-up. $250 purchases a large assortment of enrichment toys to provide cats and dogs with entertainment and mental stimulation while at MHS, and that's so important. And only $25 buys formula for neonatal kittens who need to be bottle fed.
Well, as you can see, the need is great, but you can rest assured that MHS, they absolutely are good stewards of those funds, and they use that money wisely to make sure that all of the animals here are taken well care of. So remember, continue to bid, continue to raise your paddle, and support the work that we're doing here at MHS, that the great staff here is doing, and continuing to do throughout the year without fail.
And I tell you what, okay, so we've got an added incentive, so listen up. Anyone who donates $1,500 or more to the Raise the Paddle, I want to make sure I get this right, will be recognized as either a cat condo sponsor or a dog kennel sponsor. And it's your choice now through June 30th of 2021, you will be recognized. And what this means is your name will be posted at the shelter stating that the care of the animal in that specific condo or kennel is sponsored by you.
Well, who wouldn't want to have their name on a cat condo? That sounds amazing.
I know,
I would. Like
would.
super fun. That's where, retired folks go, the retired cats, they get to go to cat condos.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So our last adoptable pet for this evening will be shown by Mariah Garcia. She's our volunteer coordinator and custom care supervisor.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Come here.
Hey, sweetie pie.
Hi, Athena.
Oh,
She's a little shy.
Oh, Athena, you
She's
might have to
camera shy,
just
She's
might
not used
have
to the bright
pick her
lights.
up and bring her in so
Come
she's
here.
not scared.
Come here, girlfriend. It's okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh,
look.
Athena,
Here's
you're
a friend.
so
We're a
sweet.
friendly bunch
Yes.
out here.
She's a
So-
precious baby.
Athena is a 1-year-old Basset Hound mix. She, as you can tell, is a bit shy when meeting new people, but when she gets used to you, she is sweet
Well, she was
as can
super
be.
friendly during the dress rehearsal
Yes.
yesterday, I want to say. She was a love bug.
Loves
Yeah.
giving kisses. So
Treat.
because she is a bit shy, we do recommend she go to a home with some older kids.
Yeah.
And we think that she would love to have a dog friend who can be patient with her and really help bring her out of her shell.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so tell us about your volunteer program, because volunteers are, like so many other things in this organization, they are so important.
yes. So we are super fortunate to have an amazing group of volunteers who donate both their time and their hearts to the animals here at MHS. Volunteers help us in many aspects of our daily operations, from animal care to helping with off-site adoption events. And she's like, where am I going over here? And we are constantly identifying new
Yeah.
opportunities for volunteers to really help stretch out our budget and to ensure that our animals continue to get that top-notch care. Last year alone, volunteers donated over 14,000 hours.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
amazing. That's fantastic.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I mean it super literally when I say we could not do this without
Yeah,
them. So.
Well, and those volunteer hours really do help offset the cost of operations.
Yes,
here
tremendously.
at MHS, absolutely. And so there's two other groups that we really can't go tonight without thanking, and it's of course our donors and our sponsors, right? And so this evening is actually a record breaker. We have more sponsors this evening for MHS Gala than we've ever had before. So we want to give our sponsors a tremendous amount of love and grateful thanks. So thank you so much. Now, let's watch a video right now about our sponsors.
Well, folks, that's a wrap for tonight. And just look at that tally once it comes up on our screen. What an amazing, you are so generous.
Oh, come on.
Community. Thank
That's
you.
right.
40.
So we really, oh, yay, 40,000. So remember, though, that the excitement doesn't stop. We are asking you to continue to support MHS tonight and through the end of the month. Be sure and raise your paddle. Remember, if you have $10,000 to give, just amazing what that will do for the animals here in our community. And just, it really enhances the quality of life of our entire community supporting MHS. So thank you so much to everyone who has given tonight. We can't even thank you enough. Keep on bidding. Keep that tally going. We're so grateful to all the staff here at MHS and for the folks that made this event possible. We're very grateful for our honorary chairs, Linda and Ed Kemp. Yay! They did an amazing job. We're so grateful that you were here with us tonight. And Andy, thank you so much for being here.
I love you, Donna.
I love you too, sweetie.
And love these animals. So
thank
we'll
you
see
so much. We'll see you soon. See you next year.